There's this article on KSL that just came out, Why You May Regret Quitting Your Job Even If You Didn't Like It. This article seems to imply that the Great Resignation is happening because it's a trend and people are quitting their jobs to join the trend. Let me jump in. Quitting any form of employment can mean something different to every employee, and it's good to dig deep into the why of the situation rather than following a trend fueled by the masses of unhappy employees. Shouldn't you ask, why are they unhappy? Nope. The article doesn't go any deeper. It's just people are joining the trend. You're not quitting a full-time job. You're also quitting a full-time paycheck. Okay. Yeah. Who are you writing this for? 10-year-olds? I think most people understand when they quit their job, they don't get any more money. The weird part is that they link an article here. It says, it's sobering to learn that during a time of economic recession, at least 1/5 of our workforce were considering leaving their jobs because of the severe levels of stress they were experiencing. So over here in this article, you're like, you're not just quitting a full-time job, you're quitting a paycheck, but this link says because of severe levels of stress they were experiencing. So are you telling me not to quit, or that I should quit? Or I don't get it. Like, did you not read the news? Have you not seen the context around the Great Resignation person who wrote this article? If you don't find a job that suits your needs, what are the chances of your current employer rehiring you? If you're joining the Great Resignation, they're not going to be like, oh, I'm quitting, I hope they take me back. That's not why people are doing this. They're quitting saying, I'll go somewhere else that will appreciate me, or I'll figure it out some other way. Freelancing and entrepreneurial struggles. Please tell me more. For some, it's not just the misery of their current job, but also the frustration of extended lockdowns and periods at home, pushing them to pursue entrepreneurial ventures. I like how we have to throw in frustrated extended periods of lockdown. If you're in Utah right now, you are outside the entire time doing whatever you wanted, okay? Come on. And this is a Utah news site. Let's be real. Becoming your own boss will make you feel like you are in control of everything. As someone who does YouTube every day, that's not how I feel at all. But the 9-to-5 life may not be right for you. Most entrepreneurs work even longer hours. And then she links to this other article. It comes from a guy who went to college for entrepreneurship and ended up opening a zipline company. So let's see what he's learned. Innovation and entrepreneurship were taught in classes across campus, and there was an energy and excitement out towards starting new ventures. The university I was at received rankings as having one of the entrepreneurship programs in the world. Having one of the entrepreneurship? You mean one of the best? Is that what you... am I reading this wrong? If you're going to college for entrepreneurship, you're doing it wrong. You go to college to learn a skill, and then you use that skill to become an entrepreneur. What product are you going to make? What problem are you going to solve? Entrepreneurship in college isn't teaching you any of that. So what are you going to do? Learn how to talk to other people that also have good ideas? Like, what are you doing? What are you actually learning here? Finding time to relax is rare for an entrepreneur. Tell that to a CEO flying in their private jet right now so that they can go sail on their yacht and do business. Like, come on. I think this person should just speak for themselves. Like, you make time to relax. You do that even if you have a normal job. This is probably the most hilarious reasoning as to why being an entrepreneur is frustrating. On top of extended working hours, you're now responsible for expenses. This is how I can tell that someone who wrote this has never owned a business. Business expenses are used to reduce your tax burden at the end of the year, and they are used quite strategically by a lot of corporations to own assets that actually generate them money that they can write off tax-free. Generating new sales and building a network of customers. Those are the same thing. Having a business strategy. I would imagine if you're doing this, you have a business strategy, but I imagine if you went to college for entrepreneurship, you probably don't. Compiling your tax returns. Oh no! Accountants. Finding medical insurance. This is the only thing in here that I'll give credit to, because this is kind of annoying. Applying for business licenses and permits. And taking out a loan. You don't have to take out a loan to open a business. There are a lot of businesses that exist that are completely bootstrapped from the ground up. After all of this, of course, you still need to make time to spend with your family. All of what? You're now responsible for expenses. Okay, this is simple. You have two separate bank accounts, a business account and a personal account. Generating new sales. Okay, you have emails that you're collecting. You have text messages, people's phone numbers that you're collecting for marketing, building a network of new customers. You have email blasts that are going out. Okay. Having a business strategy. What I just said is all part of having a business strategy. Compiling your tax returns, accountants, finding medical insurance. Okay, once you find it, you found it. These aren't things that you have to keep doing over and over and over. This is the most American part. While employed, you probably enjoyed access to medical and dental insurance. A lot of people work at jobs they hate purely because they need the health care. Now, I lived in Finland for a while. I went to school there, all that stuff, and In Finland, when you look at job applications, there isn't a dedicated section for medical care and health insurance. They don't advertise you being able to go to the doctor and not be sick as a benefit. So when you come here to the US and they're like, well, look at this great medical care, like, just understand a lot of people are laughing in European right now. People in Europe just switch jobs. Hey, I don't like my job. It's not fulfilling. I want to try something new, blah, blah, blah. They can. It's a strictly American thing here to go, oh, I can't quit this job or else I might actually die. Like, you know what I mean? Professional and personal balance. Having more time at home benefits you by having the chance to spend more time at home with your family. Again, what are we talking about here, lady? This isn't one and the same. With more flexibility, you will now have to juggle your work from home routine while also having to compensate for at-home duties and responsibilities. Okay, but people that work remote with jobs are already doing this too. That certainly paints a different image than the rosy image you hope the future holds. While the idea of leaving the workforce and having more time at home seems ideal, it can quickly become a challenge. What are you talking about? Leaving the workforce and having more time at home. Is this about entrepreneurship or working remote? What is the summary here, lady? Before leaving the workforce behind, first consider how a new set of challenges not work-related will become a burden on your shoulders. This article has done absolutely nothing. It said a lot without saying anything. For some, the Great Resignation isn't all that great after all. The idea illuminates how a current work situation may not be what you want or enjoy, but it also comes with a new set of modern issues. What modern issues? Healthcare? I tried to look up the person who wrote this article. There's nothing. This is the only person that I can find by this name. And it would be very odd if it was, seeing as this person is a family travel blogger. But yeah, KSL, what you doing? Why are you letting people write dumb stuff for you? Why don't you come to me? Get some actual pragmatic advice. Anyways, guys, that's today's video. I have some, without saying too much, better things in the works. I'll have that later for you. Click that like button, subscribe if you'd like to see me call out corporate when they're trying to throw out this propaganda. I'm happy to do it. You can send me anything you got. I got emails, Discord, Instagram, however you want to do it. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.